Hey guys, and welcome to a new loot video. This is 1000 Adamant Dragons. So if you guys have seen my loot from 500 Rune Dragons, these are the lower leveled, dragons that came out at the same time. And they're a lot easier than killing the Rune Dragons because they don't have any phases. There's no specialty of actually killing them. And you can really use any of the styles that you want, and you'll be pretty effective on all three styles. Like, for example, I know that Mage is really quick here, and I didn't really test it all that much, but I did range for 90% of the kills. The main reason for that is it is a lot more AFK than Mage, because when I'm trying to AFK the Adamant Dragons with Mage, then I get a lot of them on me with the Dragon Breath ability, and then it's harder to AFK because then you have a couple on you, and they start comboing you. So with range, it's a lot easier to AFK. Mage, I feel like, is faster, and Melee, I actually tried, and it's about the same speed as range, if not a little bit quicker, but you honestly can do any style. And if you guys are noticing, I am getting 1600 or something experience in combat per kill, which is not that great considering I'm only getting about 140 kills per hour with my range setup, so that's really not that much experience per hour. And if you do the math, that means I spent about 7 hours killing these dragons for the video, and then we'll find out the money rates from that. But as for the actual drops, I mean, they're pretty standard for, dragons. I mean, you should bank the Adamant Dragon Bones, which I obviously did, because they're roughly about 7k, 8k each, which, over time might add up. And then for the regular drops, they drop a lot of Adamant Plates, Dragon Maces, Rune Scimitars. And for the noted drops, they drop a lot of U-Logs, Addy Bars, Addy Ore, Addy Unfinished Bolts. They also have a drop of 2 Rune Bars unnoted, so I kept on banking those, and they're, those will add up. But I've also noticed, I don't know if it was just because I'm lucky this video, but they do drop a lot of rare drop table drops, and I got so many more than I usually get at other monsters. But if you know anything about rare drop table drops, they're not amazing, so I didn't make a lot of money from that. But I ended up getting a really good one that was a couple hundred mahogany planks, which was 600 something K. And as for the charms, you can probably expect about 1 green per kill on average. They do drop 4 per kill of any charm, but I got 1300 greens, I got 500 golds, 500 crims, and a little more than 100 blues. So all around, the charms aren't amazing, but if you really care for greens, which you really shouldn't, but if you do, they aren't the worst greens in the world. But yeah, that's that for this creature. I mean, they're very, very boring. I usually just AFK'd them while playing my Iron Man and watching anime and that kind of stuff, so it wasn't really something I paid attention to. But let's see if the money was worth it or not. Okay, now that we're done with the 1000 dragons, here is the loot. And of course, you get the 1000 bones, pretty obvious. And if I didn't say already, the Adamant Dragons drop 2 Addy Bars per kill, and I did not pick up any of those. The only ones I picked up were the noted Addy Bars, and that added up to about 300-ish. And then they also drop Rune Bars, unnoted, which I just kept on banking them, so I have 93 of those, which is a fair amount of money right there. And then, just an assortment of other drops. And I did get a lot of rare drop table drops. I got 4 flax drops, I got a couple lobster, a couple rune arrowheads, I got a raw shark, and I got the 282 mahogany plank one that I talked about earlier. So you guys are probably just wondering how much it's worth. Let's see. So it looks like it is 15 million GP, and I do not know the exact price of the Adamant Bones. I did buy a couple earlier today to see the actual price, and it was about 8k. So I don't know if I can sell it for 8k, but we'll see. But 15 mil for the raw price check is pretty nice. Although, I mean, it did take 7 hours, like I said. So if it does sell for, anything above 14 mil, that's only roughly 2 mil an hour and some change. For a lower level, that would be pretty good. But for a max player getting max kills per hour, well, not the max kills per hour, but as fast as I can do, 2 mil an hour is probably not the best. Oh, and just a quick heads up, they did sell for a little bit higher, so 300k more than the medium price. So even if these other items don't really sell that well, I should be pretty close to 15 mil. Okay, so I'm done selling now, and let's examine it, and it is 15.5 mil GP. So it seems like it sold for a couple 100k more than the raw price check, and that is coming from the Addy Dragon Bones that I showed you earlier. So they are a little bit higher than the GE price right now, which is kind of cool. But again, in conclusion with these guys, they're not that good money, and their experience is not that great, honestly. I would recommend other creatures, but I did end up getting about 1.3 mil range from this entire video, and if you do that over 7 hours, that's almost 200k range per hour, which isn't like abominable, but it is not the greatest. These are just pretty average creatures, and I wouldn't really recommend them unless you have them on Slayer Task. So I hope you enjoyed this quick loot video. I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is. Have a good day.